Well, we just keep rattling off the wins. We keep finding ways to win, and different ways. We win now in different ways, different solutions. But it's great. It's great. I've said it before. I don't care how we win, whether it's scoring 1 run or 10 runs. As long as we win, that's all that matters. And today, the Miami Marlins offense came to play, and they were the reason as to why the Marlins picked up a much-needed series victory against the Pittsburgh Pirates and a fourth consecutive win. What's up, everybody? Justin Perez back from the Sunshine Sports Podcast, and boy, I just isn't it fun? Isn't it fun to watch a baseball game where your team just goes off offensively? Isn't it fun to watch guys like Griffin Conine and Heriberto Hernandez go deep? Isn't it fun to actually see guys patient at the plate, working counts, drawing walks, getting on base, loading the bases? Well, it was fun today. It was fun today, and I could say for the first time in a while, this offense looks like they're starting to get things going again. Um, I know, obviously, I know it was against the Angels, but we had that big game against the Angels where the offense was clicking. I believe there was a game in that series, 10 hits. Tonight you have 9. You draw 8 walks. I mean, that's just incredible. Just incredible stuff from the Marlins today offensively. And like I said, this offensive unit was the main catalyst for us winning this series and for us winning tonight's game. There's no doubt about it. And the leader of that charge was Griffin Conine. He is incredible. And just saying, if he keeps this pace up, the pace that he's going at now, if he keeps this up for the next few years, he's already going to surpass his father. I'm sorry. I mean, we can talk about championships, and hopefully Griffin Conine gets one here soon. That would be amazing. But just in terms of overall production, it's not even going to be close. Like, Griffin Conine, without a shadow of a doubt, has been one of the best bats this season. Has been one of the most productive bats this season. Has been one of our best power bats, and has been one of the just biggest drivers of our offense this season. He has been doing so much this year. 13 homer of the season, a 403-foot solo shot in the 4th inning. To sort of get things going for us and sort of give us a jolt of energy that we would see throughout the rest of the game. You can make an argument that this is Griffin Conine's best game of 2026. 2 for 2. Drew 3 walks. He got on base all 5 times. Ended up scoring 3 runs to go along with the solo shot. Also had a double. I mean, this guy's doing everything for us this year. He's doing everything. And he's giving you exactly what you want and exactly what you hope for. And he's become a wonderful story here after being a throw-in several years ago and just being just dad's son on this roster for several years. Now he's starting to show himself. He's starting to prove himself. And the fact that he's doing it with this organization only seems like manifest destiny to me. If there's nothing else, and I don't know what is. Because he's incredible. Griffin Conine is absolutely incredible. And it's almost like when you least expect it, he comes up with a big homer or a big hit when needed, gives us tons of energy, gives us life in the batter's box. There is no doubt that without him, we would be in a much dire situation. So shout out to Griffin Conine, amazing game today. But there's also a couple more guys that I want to give a shout out to that I want to mention. Heriberto Hernandez, like I mentioned, I believe I mentioned him already, 17th homer of the season. Is he the best power bat on this roster? I would say so. I believe he's leading the team in home runs. I'm not a person to take a look at the basic stats every day. But if Heriberto is not leading this team in home runs, then he should be pretty close. 415-foot nuke, a 2-run homer in the 6th inning that really put the game away, capped off the scoring, gave us the 8-2 lead that we would not relinquish the rest of the way. He's just been incredible, man. And, I saw, during the trade deadline that he was involved with trade talks, and for a brief time, he can get traded. And I did not buy into that. There was no way that Peter Bendix was going to trade this guy in the position that we're in right now, as well as considering the talent that he clearly possesses. He could be one of the best home run hitters in baseball if he continues at the pace that he's going at now. It's that simple. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be like Junior Caminero or one of these other guys that pops off, but boy, he's good. He's going to be a guy that's good and due for several 20, 25 plus home run seasons. There's no doubt about it. He's already at 17. I don't see how he can't get to 25 by the end of the year. Let's see what happens, but this guy is popping off. He is popping off, and he has been a revelation for this team. He's been extremely fun to watch, and there's a reason why I've dubbed him Dominican Barry Bonds. Originally, Barry Bonds off the bench. Now he's Dominican Barry Bonds because he continues to come up in these big situations. Shout out Big Bert. Also, another guy, Augustin Ramirez. Is he back? Has he come back from the dead? Is he our new DH? Is he resurrected? One can only hope. 2 for 5 today. Of course, he had the 2 strikeouts. Gus is going to chase. You really hope that he cuts down his chase rate. You really hope that he doesn't get himself into a lot of quick 0-2 holes. But still, the fact that you saw him get 2 hits today, scored a run, drove home an RBI, great. I'll take it. You want to see him productive at bat. If he's not going to be good at catching, you might as well be good at hitting, and you might as well serve some purpose and some use in this roster. Hopefully he's coming back. Hopefully he's getting his crap together. We'll see, but gotta give him credit. 2 hits. Hopefully he can keep this up. This is Augustin Ramirez's second 2-hit game since his return. Of course, he had 2 hits against the Angels this past series back on August 7th. So shout out to him. And Clayton McCullough, I can't believe I'm saying this, but he made a good decision tonight. And it was in the form of Javier Sanoja. Javier Sanoja obviously did not get the start today. Leo Jimenez took over or started the game at third base today. But in the third inning, Clayton McCullough decides to take out Owen Casey and send Javier Sanoja to pinch hit for Casey, and it ended up working out tremendously for the Marlins. It worked out tremendously for us, and it ended up really giving us a cushion in this game today. Javier Sanoja, first at bat, draws a walk, loads the bases, which would ultimately transpire into the 3 extra runs that we would get in the third inning to make the score 5-1 at that particular point in time. He remained in the game at third base while Clayton moved Jimenez from the hot corner to the initial corner at first base. And Javi, he ended up getting a run tonight and a hit. 1 for 2, a run. And, of course, he drew that critical walk to load the bases to get the ball rolling for us offensively and for us to really start giving ourselves a cushion and putting the game away tonight. So credit to Clayton McCullough. Good job by Javier Sanoja tonight, coming off of that, coming off the bench on short notice to give us the production that we got today that ultimately led to the win. So great stuff by Javier Sanoja. Pitching tonight. Now moving on to the pitching. Really not much to say. I mean, of course, the offense is the story of tonight's game. But Jansen Junk giving us a quality start, going 6 innings. You like to see him getting the opportunity to go 6 innings because he doesn't get the chance to do so very often. So the fact that he was able to get that chance today, very happy to see it, and he took advantage of it. It was his first time going. Going 6 innings deep since May 9th against Washington. I wrote it down. So his first time going 6 innings deep since May 9th in an 8-7 win against the Washington Nationals at home. And it's his 4th time going through 6 innings this season. So shout out Jansen Junk. Only 2 strikeouts, gave up a walk, allowed 4 hits, allowed 1 earned run, which technically should not be recorded. I don't even know why baseball stats are recorded the way they are sometimes, because the one earned run that was credited to Jansen Junk, that went against Jansen Junk, was technically a horrible throw from Otto Lopez. Otto Lopez records his 18th total error of the season, a horrendous throw in the second inning, to try to turn a double play. Xavier Edwards uh, gets the pick, throws, quickly shovels the ball to Otto Lopez to get the first out at second base. Otto Lopez then tries to relay a throw to Griffin Conine at first base, but it was just horrendously wide. No chance of Conine coming up with that ball whatsoever. Otto Lopez, man, for as good as he's been this season, especially offensively, and for as fun as he's been this season, he needs to seriously get better with the errors. Because let's be honest, Otto Lopez is not a bad defensive player. He's not. He's a pretty good defensive player. But these errors are going to negate that reputation very quickly. So he has to get his stuff together. He has to stop with these errors because it's becoming maddening. So Otto Lopez, knock it off. Enough is enough. But other than that, going back to Junk real quick, his four-seamer and his slider, he had good command of that today. Most of the strikes that he ended up throwing came off of his slider and his four-seam fastball. Tossed 56 strikes throughout an 81-pitch count tonight. So good stuff from Jansen Junk. Love it. If you could get this type of performance from him, of him going 6 innings, you'll take it any way you can. So great stuff from him. And great stuff from the bullpen today as well. Tyler Zuber, Calvin Fauché, and Victor Vodnik tossing perfect scoreless 7 through 9 innings. And the trio combined for 3 strikeouts. Good stuff from them. All of them keeping the Pirates scoreless during their innings today. And also defensively, man, Jacob Marcy. I talked about Otto Lopez, the negative error he had. Let's talk about a positive play defensively. Talk about a play that probably changed the whole game. Jacob Marcy, I know he's not the greatest offensively. He's not the greatest offensively. He's had a dip this season. He's been massively disappointing. And in terms of throwing, he doesn't have the best arm. But if there is one thing that Jacob Marcy will always have, is his glove. His glove is incredible. And there is no way that you can tell me that he is not Gold Glove caliber, especially with the way he fields some of these balls. You see some of these plays that he makes, some of these catches he makes in center field, and it's extraordinary. Today, in the 4th inning, he robbed the Pirates of a 2-run home run. A tremendous jump up against the 400-foot wall, Lone Depot Park, stretches out his arm, makes the catch up against the green, the ivy, whatever you want to call it, that's just inside the wall. I mean, I'm not surprised at this point because he's done it so many times this season, but it's fun to watch. It's pretty to watch, man. There's no doubt about it. This kid is incredible at fielding. He is incredible. So for as bad as Jacob Marcy has been offensively, all Marlins fans have to give this kid credit for being a tremendous fielder. He is so gifted at fielding. So gifted at fielding. And whenever we need a big defensive play, whenever something crazy like that happens, he's always there and he's always making those plays. So shout out Jacob Marcy. Heads up, great stuff from him. Love it. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. A great 8-2 win over the Pittsburgh Pirates in Game 2. Clinches another series, and we have a chance to sweep a series for the 9th time this season. Tyler Phillips gets to start tomorrow. He's on the bump. Can't wait for that. You already know Tyler Phillips. He's been dealing. Hopefully he's able to go, I don't know, maybe 5 innings, 6 innings. Maybe 6 innings is pushing it, but he is capable of that. I do want to give the bullpen a little bit more of a break tomorrow. So if Tyler Phillips is dealing Clayton McCullough, please do not take him out super early. Let him at least get to 70 pitches if he's on a roll. If he's on a roll and if he's doing his thing, let him get to at least 70 pitches, please, because it'll be such a big lift and such a big benefit for this bullpen to get a little bit more extra rest by reserving some guys, especially when you had 3 guys up today. But anyway, that's going to do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this recap. It was fun to watch the game tonight. And yeah, me and Colin are going to be back tomorrow as we preview the upcoming 2026 Miami Hurricanes football season. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow afternoon. But until then, I will see you on the other side. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Take care, everybody.